am going to virtually present to you the organization African Children's Mission, which meets the needs of East Africa. I emailed you all my presentation that I'm presenting through the app Prezi, and I'll give you a few moments to load that on your computer. There are more than 3 million children in Kenya, Uganda, and East Africa who are desperately poor and need help. Many are orphans and abandoned with no one to take care of them. Some are street children who live on the streets, eat from garbage cans, and sleep on the ground, exposed to rain and nighttime cold. Some children have a home and parents, but live their lives suffering from hunger and disease because they are so poor. They lack adequate food, clothing, and medical care. They are without hope and an education, without hope for the future. Here are a few pictures of just poor. These are some pictures that convey the desperation that is experienced throughout East Africa. As hopeless as this seems, luckily there are organizations such as African Children's Mission that help these needs and meet these kids where they're at, providing for them a hope and a future. African Children's Mission help the desperate needs of the children in East Africa. ACM supports orphaned, abandoned, abused, and desperately poor children and gives them an opportunity for a better life. Thousands of children receive aid through the ACM feeding ministry. They also receive discipleship and love. In each of the schools included in the feeding ministry, ACM staff members teach Christian character development, ultimately providing these children hope for the future. ACM not only helps these children by giving them education and food, but also spiritually feeds them. ACM integrates the gospel and discipleship into every part of the children's ministry. They incorporate the good news of Jesus Christ with every child in their child sponsorship program, allowing the children to form their own relationships with Jesus. ACM works with local pastors and schools. They use the Jesus film to initially introduce the gospel. In the primary schools where ACM provides lunch, members of the ACM staff weekly teach a Christian character development class. Children that are sponsored are also visited by members of the ACM staff to talk about Christ and to mentor them. Here is a picture that shows the Jesus film being presented to the kids by ACM. Every month, an activity day is held for sponsored children in their local school. Similar to a vacation Bible school, it includes praise and worship, a Bible story, drama, and some puppetry. Activity Day is a fun way kids can learn more about Jesus and grow in their faith. Some children even share the gospel with other schools through drama. This is a picture that depicts Activity Day. Community development. ACM not only helps the children, but also is very intentional on helping the community. ACM helps and encourages East African communities by clearing and tilling land, constructing buildings, putting in gardens, digging wells, and building water towers. Rather than temporary relief or counterproductive handouts, ACM provides opportunities in every project for the community members to become partners in the work. They make sure to involve actual community members, allowing locals to feel self-sufficient. Here is a YouTube video that I'm going to allow you to watch on your own, but it just shows how productive ACM is for creating relationships, building hope, and truly helping East African communities. I know you're probably thinking, wow, ACM is such a great organization. How can I help them? Well, you can. ACM always allows people willing to serve to come alongside their ministry. Each year, dozens of volunteers visit from 2 weeks all the way to 3 months. They take part in ministries including the feeding, teaching, construction, water projects, evangelism, preaching, discipleship, medical ministries, agriculture, women's ministry, craft projects, storytelling, music, puppetry, and encouragement. Volunteer with ACM and help them help East Africa.